What's up, I'm saying it's your boy Summon Explores back again. I'm here today in Dover at Dover Priory Station, and in today's video I want to have a look at that behind me there. It's Kent's newest bus rapid transit system, and yeah, we're gonna have a look at it, see what it's like, and explore the depths of Dover. I'm here in Dover, right at the southeastern end of Kent, known for the White Cliffs, a castle, and a bunch of boats. We're here to travel on the Dover Fastrack, the town's new £34 million bus rapid transit scheme, which runs between Dover Priory Railway Station and the nearby town of Whitfield. Let's hop on the bus and check it out. Route D for Dover, is operated by Stagecoach and first began operation in November 2024, mainly utilising a fleet of diesel Alexander Dennis Enviro 200 single-deckers, even though it had been planned all along to be using fully electric buses, which are actually supposed to be in service by now. The bus leaves Priory Station on its approximately 25-minute journey and heads towards the town centre and its main transport hub on Penster Road, where we pause for a couple of minutes picking up a few people. For this first section, we're heading on conventional roads on this one-way section. Buses in the opposite direction head down the busier Castle, King, Queen and York streets. We now head up Castle Hill Road and past Dover Castle onto Dover Road, which has been widened as part of the Fastrack works. There's a lot of construction work going on over here, and it's evident that there is more to come as we turn onto the first section of Fastrack onto Farmstead Way. Along this section there are bus gates with ANPR cameras. As you can see, there isn't much here right now. You might be thinking 34 million quid for this road in the middle of nowhere. Well, the project was funded through a £22.9 million grant from Homes England, £9.5 million from the Department of Transport and £1.42 million from Dover District Council. This money has basically been piled together to help spur the ongoing development out in this part of Dover and in Whitfield and support the delivery of over 6,000 new homes. Why build houses without the necessary transport infrastructure in place already? It's much better to have these buses up and running, albeit without the electric boys just yet, so that when all these houses are built, people are easily connected to the town without having to rely on a car all the time. The Fastrack hasn't come without controversy though. Of course, the cost is a big one. 34 million quid for one route, where other places like Cambridge or Luton have longer systems and surely would have had better value for money. Furthermore, existing services were cut in response to Route D commencing. Stagecoach Route 61, which used to serve the section of Whitfield that Route D now serves, has been cut, where it doesn't serve said area anymore, having been amended to only serve South Whitfield now. It's defo left some people stranded, cutting off certain journeys for folk that relied on 61. Service 62 was also withdrawn, meaning it's been a bit of a sticky one for a lot of folk in Whitfield. We cross over the A2 and make a swerve towards the extensive Richmond Park development by Barratt Homes here in Whitfield. The whole area is a construction site, hella homes are popping up, and these lucky people will have a direct bus into town right outside their doorstep. As we leave the construction site, we head into existing Whitfield, making a one-way loop around some tight roads. Route D operates between around 6 AM and 8 PM on Mondays to Saturdays, with buses every 20 to 30 minutes. And they run between 8 AM and 7 PM on Sundays, with services every hour. To be fair, what am I supposed to think about these frequencies? It doesn't really give bus rapid transit, does it? When the bus is every hour on a Sunday, and the last bus back on a Saturday evening is at 7:20 PM from Dover Priory. Now, I've been to Dover a fair few times, including the one time I had a pint in a Travelodge and went around busking in the town centre. It's not the liveliest of places. I doubt there'll be many out there on the lash at 11 PM on a Saturday, except for, I don't know, Sister Sheila and that random French tourist who came for fish and chips. I don't know. Buses probably carry fresh air most of the time. One thing is certain. These frequencies will need to improve when these new houses are built. And there's going to be no excuse for it. There's nothing like missing a bus for a 10-minute journey, only to find out the next one is in 57 minutes and is allegedly cancelled. You might think that this is the only route on Fastrack, but you, my king, my queen, my whatever, you're mistaken. And to find out more, I'm going to transfer my heavy self to Ebbsfleet International. And look, I have magically appeared at Ebbsfleet International. This is the first time I've actually stepped out of the station. It looks literally pinpoint just like Stratford International. I think we should have a look on this very hot day at the original Fastrack here out in this like Ebbsfleet, Gravesend, Blue Water area. Let's have a look. The original Fastrack name belongs to the bus rapid transit network centred around Dartford and Gravesend along the Thames. The service began operation in 2006 and was originally operated by Arriva until Go Ahead London took over operations in November 2024 and began undergoing a process of modernisation. Fastrack A runs between Dartford and Blue Water via Temple Hill, the development at The Bridge, the huge Amazon warehouse, and Greenhithe station, running up to every 15 minutes. Fastrack B is the longest route and runs between Temple Hill and Gravesend via Dartford Town, Darren Valley Hospital, Blue Water and Ebbsfleet International, running up to every 12 minutes. Fastrack C no longer runs. Fastrack D is in Dover, of course. Fastrack E runs between Castle Hill and Ebbsfleet Valley and Gravesend via Ebbsfleet International and the Riverside. The route is soon to be extended to Blue Water though, becoming the fastest route between Ebbsfleet and Blue Water. Fastrack F is the newest route, which runs between Blue Water and nearby Ingress Park via Ingress Abbey. The route is only temporary as it was launched due to the need to divert the B due to a landslide along Galley Hill Road, which is closed until March 2026. Initially, the B would serve Ingress Park, then double back on itself to express it all the way to Blue Water. The F now means the B can skip Ingress, reduce its delays and increase its reliability. A good thing is, Go Ahead offer free interchanges from the F to the B at Blue Water, which is good, it's nice. Fastrack AZ is the dedicated service for Amazon workers that mirrors part of the A, B and E between Dartford and Gravesend and is only in operation during shift changeover times. The AZ was originally operated by Go Coach but was taken over by Arriva in 2022. And finally the new Fastrack N, which at the time of recording hasn't begun operation yet. It's to be Kent's only night bus service and is to operate between Amazon and Gravesend, following the route of the B. Fastrack was developed to serve the heavily developing Thames Gateway and Ebbsfleet Valley area with frequent and fast bus services. The services link the key hotspots of Blue Water Shopping Centre, Dartford Town Centre, Ebbsfleet International Station for High Speed 1, and Gravesend Town Centre all together. The services use a mix of dedicated lanes and regular roads. We love a bit of bus priority. Since Go Ahead has taken over the network, the system has seen an injection of investment with new infrastructure and vehicles for the services. 28 new Irizar IE trams, similar to those on London Bus Route 358, have been gearing up for their full introduction, which was supposed to happen in spring. In the interim, a bunch of hand-me-down diesels from Go Ahead's other depots, including the lovely Mercedes-Benz Citaros and some Alexander Dennis Enviro 200s, have filled in the roles whilst the IE trams gradually enter service. On my day out, I only saw one IE tram in the wild, and it seemed to be the only one operating in the area. Nevertheless, all the branding has been updated to show the new buses. The new electric charging infrastructure at the termini has been installed, and the bus stops and shelters have been updated with modern facilities. And hopefully, we'll be seeing more of those IE trams out and about. I like how extensive Fastrack is over here and how frequent the services are. On a Saturday afternoon, I'm glad to see the buses being well used, although it's a shame that the buses on these routes are showing their age. Look, I love me a Citaro, but boy, I was sweating heavily when I was on these buses. It was warm, and it was super clear that these buses haven't been in the best of shape for the last couple of months. On my little trek out into Kent, I used a South Downs Discovery ticket, one of the best value for money bus tickets in the country. I'll probably do a video about it someday. Let's just say on Stagecoach Route D, I had no problems using the ticket at all. Even though I bought it on the Go Ahead buses, all the drivers recognized the ticket type and I was always good to go. The opposite could be said on the Go Ahead routes. It was very hit and miss with me using the ticket. You know, some drivers thought it was a single ride ticket because it didn't have a barcode on it, even though the ticket is clearly advertised on the website. A few of the drivers didn't even know the ticket existed. I'm like, yo, I paid 10 quid for this, you know. This is even though the ticket is valid on nearly all major operators, not just in Kent, but in West Sussex, East Sussex, Brighton and Hove, East Hampshire, Surrey, and in Medway. I literally just had to have the Fastrack website up on my phone and also be like, boss, I paid 10 quid for this ticket. This is not a single ticket, you know. Nevertheless, I'm impressed by the Thameside Fastrack, and I'm interested to see how the Dover Fastrack develops and grows over time, and if they'll eventually have a bus that runs later than Grandpa Dave's bedtime. Right folks, you find me here at Blue Water Shopping Centre, kind of the hub of a couple of the routes here on the Fastrack. I've just popped into M&S to get myself a sandwich and a packet of crisps because it is sweaty. I also got some water because you gotta stay hydrated. If you like the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. If you want to see more rogue adventures outside, drop a comment. Thanks for watching. Big up yourself. Big up to all the Patreon supporters, Ko-fi supporters, everyone who's subscribed and watching. I'll catch you in the next one. It's a hot day today. See ya.